Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth, while others struggle no matter how hard they work? You've probably seen it, those people who attract money and success like a magnet. They're not working twice as hard, they're not smarter, yet somehow everything they touch turns to gold. The truth is, this isn't another motivational speech or complex money-making system. This is something entirely different. 3 years ago, I was exactly where you might be right now. Despite working countless hours, I was stuck. My bank account had an invisible ceiling I couldn't break through. Then everything changed when researchers made a groundbreaking discovery. They found specific neural pathways, abundance circuits that were highly active in self-made millionaires. The shocking part? These same circuits can be activated in anyone using a simple 10-second daily ritual. Yes, you heard that right, just 10 seconds of your day. And it keeps working even while you sleep. The proof? Over 13,000 people have transformed their financial lives using this ritual, manifesting promotions, unexpected windfalls, and massive business breakthroughs in just weeks. This revelation was recently shared at an exclusive wealth seminar. Attendees paid $5,000 just to learn this technique. Think about Jim Carrey. He didn't just write himself a $10 million check, he looked at it every night before bed, activating these exact same brain patterns. Denzel Washington didn't just see himself accepting awards, he programmed his mind using a technique surprisingly similar to what you're about to learn. Steve Harvey went from sleeping in his car to building a multi-million-dollar empire by harnessing this same power. While these superstars spent years mastering their mindset through trial and error, science has finally unveiled a shortcut, a breakthrough discovery that changes everything. Will Smith once said he believed in universal laws of success, long before he became the Fresh Prince. Now, neuroscience has proven these ancient success principles were right all along. But here's the real game changer. You won't need years of practice. You won't need to struggle through trial and error, because researchers have uncovered a way to activate these exact same brain patterns in just seconds. Let me be crystal clear about something. This isn't about creating vision boards or spending hours in meditation. What I'm about to share goes far deeper than that. It taps into something far more powerful. Through intensive research and breakthrough technology, scientists have identified a precise frequency, a specific brain pattern, that automatically aligns your mind with wealth attraction. Now, you might be wondering, isn't this just another version of what successful people already do? Not even close. While Arnold Schwarzenegger spent countless hours mastering visualization techniques, and Hugh Jackman dedicated years to perfecting his mindset, modern science has given us something revolutionary. Think about this. Tony Robbins talks about the power of state control. Oprah discusses the law of attraction, but they had to discover these principles through decades of experience. Here's what makes this truly extraordinary. You don't need years of practice. You don't need special skills. And you definitely don't need to change your daily routine. This method works instantly, automatically, whether you're sleeping, driving, or just going about your day. And the most amazing part, activating this wealth frequency in your brain is as simple as flipping a switch. In the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly how to do it. Take a moment and think back. Remember those rare, magical moments when everything just clicked? When success seemed to chase you instead of you chasing it? Those moments when opportunities appeared out of nowhere, decisions felt effortless, and everything you touched turned to gold? Most people call it being in the zone, but here's what science has revealed. It's actually a specific pattern in your brain. A pattern that you can activate anytime you want. Here's where it gets fascinating. Top neuroscientists at leading research institutions have made an extraordinary discovery. They've identified what they call the abundance frequency, a unique brain pattern that consistently appears in the world's most successful people. Think about peak performers like Michael Jordan describing being in the flow, or Warren Buffett's legendary sixth sense for opportunities. They were unknowingly tapping into this exact frequency. But wait, here's the game-changing part. Scientists have found a way to activate this pattern in anyone's brain in less time than it takes to tie your shoes. Now I can almost hear what you're thinking. I've tried everything before, meditation, manifestation, all those self-help programs. Sometimes they worked a little, sometimes not at all. Here's why this is completely different. All those other methods were missing the key piece that neuroscience has finally uncovered. The precise frequency that makes everything else work. The same frequency that billionaires like Richard Branson and Ray Dalio naturally access during their biggest breakthroughs. Before I share this mind-blowing discovery with you, you're probably wondering who I am and why you should listen to anything I have to say. Let me be completely honest with you. 3 years ago, I was standing in a dirty public bathroom, staring at my reflection in a cracked mirror. In my checking account, just $2.47. In my pocket, a crumpled eviction notice. My name is Christian Robert, and I'm not some trust fund kid. I wasn't born with connections. I didn't get lucky with crypto or inherit a fortune. I was just like most people, working hard but barely staying afloat. What I discovered was something far more powerful, a scientific breakthrough that would completely transform my understanding of wealth creation, a discovery that would turn my life upside down in the best possible way. And today, I'm going to share every detail with you. Picture this moment with me. Every night, I'd stand in that cold, dimly lit beverage warehouse, surrounded by towers of energy drinks and sports drinks, watching the sun sink below the horizon through dusty windows. Each sunset felt like another dream dying, another day of possibilities lost forever. My life had become an endless cycle: graveyard shifts, energy drinks, dollar store noodles. My tiny studio apartment felt like a prison cell, closing in on me day by day. While others were building their dreams, I was just trying to survive. Then it happened. The debt collectors started calling my elderly parents. That's when shame hit me harder than any bill ever could. The thought of disappointing the people who believed in me most, it broke something inside. But rock bottom, I hadn't even seen it yet. That Wednesday morning changed everything. Walking into work, I found 2 security guards waiting. They showed me loading dock footage, extra cases mysteriously disappearing during my shifts. Someone had perfectly framed me as the warehouse thief. Without even a chance to defend myself, I was fired on the spot. Those same security guards escorted me past my shocked co-workers, past the loading dock where I'd worked countless night shifts, and straight out into the cold morning air. I couldn't bring myself to leave. I sat there in my car, watching the hours tick by, watching faces I'd known for years walk past without a glance. As morning turned to afternoon and afternoon faded into evening, the rain began to fall. In just 24 hours I lost my job, my reputation, and even my closest friends who believed the lies about me. But what happened next would change everything. What followed wasn't just a turning point in my life, it became a discovery that would shake the foundations of wealth psychology forever. As night settled in, there I sat in my old car, drowning in waves of hopelessness, watching the factory's neon sign blur through the raindrops. In one hand, my final paycheck. In the other, the pink slip that shattered my world. Outside, my box of belongings sat soaking in the parking lot. Inside, my bank account showed only $43.28, just enough for 2 more days of gas. Here they were, accusing me of making thousands from stolen products, while I couldn't even afford a full tank of gas. But that was only the beginning. What followed was a nightmare I never saw coming. Every opportunity vanished, every door slammed shut. My credit cards maxed out one by one like watching dominoes fall in slow motion. Desperation took over. I tried everything. Delivering packages until 3 a.m., chasing internet money schemes, even gambling with borrowed money from people whose interest rates would make a loan shark blush. Rock bottom wasn't just a place anymore, it became my address. The numbers kept climbing, relentlessly. 6,000 in debt became 8, then 12. The collection calls came so fast I had to change my phone number just to find a moment's peace. Then came what I thought was my brilliant solution. My last $25 at an underground poker game behind a rundown bar where desperate men chase their last hope. 3 hours later, I walked out with nothing but the weight of another failure crushing my chest. That's when everything went dark. Those endless 3 a.m. moments when time seems to stop, when hope feels like a distant memory. I hit a point so low the darkness felt like my only friend. That same night, driving my old car up that winding mountain road, I made a decision that I thought would end all the pain. The cliff's edge inches away, the speedometer climbing higher, my foot pressing the gas pedal to the floor, the guardrail rushing toward me at full speed, and then everything faded to black until fate stepped in. I woke up to the bright lights of a hospital room and 4 words that would mark the beginning of something extraordinary. Welcome back to life. But what happened next, in that sterile hospital room, would become more than just my salvation. It became a discovery so powerful, so transformative, that it would change not only my life, but the lives of thousands of others. Because what I found in that room was something that would completely revolutionize everything we know about creating wealth. When my vision finally cleared in that hospital room, I saw a face from my past. Dr. Thomas Brooks, the same neurologist who'd treated my mother's migraines 15 years ago, was now standing over my hospital bed. His presence felt like more than coincidence, it felt like destiny. Then he said something that stopped me in my tracks. Still carrying around lucky pennies? His voice was gentle as he held up a worn copper coin from my pocket. The same one he'd given me when I was just a scared kid in his office. I tried to laugh, but tears came out instead. Here I was, lying in a hospital bed, my life shattered, being reminded of a time when getting a lollipop after a checkup was my biggest concern. But then Dr. Brooks pulled up a chair. His eyes weren't filled with pity. There was something else there, something that made me sit up straighter, a glimmer of discovery that would change everything. "You know what's fascinating about the human brain?" he said, leaning forward with an intensity I'd never seen before. "When they brought you in, we did an emergency brain scan and I saw something remarkable." Dr. Brooks turned his tablet toward me, revealing 2 distinct brainwave patterns side by side. The contrast was striking, like looking at 2 different worlds. "Look at this carefully," he said, pointing to the first image. "This is your brain right now." Then his finger moved to the second pattern. "And this is what we call the abundance frequency. We've only seen this pattern in people who attract success like a magnet. The same pattern we've observed in self-made millionaires and top performers, people who seem to have that golden touch." My eyes narrowed at the screen. "What exactly are you telling me, Dr. Brooks?" He paused, then reached into his lab coat. What he pulled out looked like an ordinary CD, but the way his hands trembled told me it was anything but ordinary. This wasn't just another medical tool. This was something that would reshape our understanding of success itself. "This," he whispered, "this contains 20 years of my research. No medical board has approved it. I'm not even supposed to have it. But after what I saw in your scan, I know this is meant for you." He pressed it into my trembling hand. "Listen to it once tonight, that's all it takes. 1 session to realign your brain's frequency with what we've discovered." I stared at the CD, feeling a mix of hope and doubt. "Dr. Brooks," my voice cracked, "my life is in ruins. I'm drowning in debt. And you're giving me, what, some kind of meditation CD?" His response would change everything. What Dr. Brooks said next sent chills down my spine. It made me question everything I thought I knew about success and wealth creation. The CD in my hands looked ordinary enough, just a clear case with a mysterious symbol etched on its surface. No label, no markings, simple on the outside, but holding something extraordinary within. The irony wasn't lost on me. Here I was, at the lowest point of my life, staring at what looked like a blank CD from 20 years ago. Could this really be the breakthrough that would change everything? "What exactly am I supposed to do with this?" I asked, my throat still raw with emotion. But before Dr. Brooks could answer, a sharp knock cut through the silence. The door swung open, and in walked a woman in a tailored designer suit. Everything about her screamed power and authority. Her presence commanded attention. She definitely wasn't hospital staff. Then something strange happened. The moment she saw the CD in my hands, she froze. The color drained from her face, like she'd seen something impossible. And that's when I knew. This wasn't just any CD. "Is that?" Her hand flew to her pearl necklace, her voice barely a whisper. "You still have the original." Dr. Brooks nodded slowly. "She was one of the first," he said quietly. "Show him." Without hesitation, she pulled out her phone, then showed me her bank account. The number on the screen made my heart skip a beat. 7 figures stared back at me. "5 years ago," she said, tucking her phone away, "I was in an even deeper hole than you. Now I run 3 companies." She leaned closer, her voice dropping to a whisper. "But that's not even the most amazing part. The frequency on that CD? Dr. Brooks discovered it by accident 20 years ago. We've gone digital now. Most people use the downloadable version." Her eyes fixed on the CD in my hands like she was looking at a rare artifact. "But this?" A note of reverence crept into her voice. "This is the source, the original recording that started it all. We've documented over 20,000 success stories, and every single one began with this exact frequency. My fingers traced the strange symbol on the CD. But why keep using the original, I asked. Dr. Brooks' smile held a secret. The truth is, he said softly, something extraordinary happened when we recorded this specific disc. Something we've never been able to duplicate, not exactly. He gently tapped the CD case. The digital version works, but this is different. This is special, like capturing lightning in a bottle. She leaned forward, her voice filled with wonder. I carry the digital version everywhere on my phone, but I still come back every single month just to listen to the original. There's something about it that's impossible to explain. Later that night, sitting alone in silence, I held that CD for hours, turning it over and over in my hands. Finally, with trembling fingers, I slid it into the small player by my bed. I braced myself for something dramatic, maybe flashing lights, maybe strange sounds. But what came through those headphones was unlike anything I'd ever experienced. It wasn't music, it wasn't meditation, it was something entirely different. A precise sequence of tones that seemed to bypass my ears completely and speak directly to my brain. What happened next would defy all explanation. At first, the changes were barely noticeable. The next morning, I stared at my hospital breakfast tray, but something was different. Instead of seeing bland hospital food, my mind raced with possibilities. Premium hospital food service, there must be thousands of patients craving better meals. A massive untapped market just waiting to be served. These thoughts flowed effortlessly, naturally, as if they'd always been there, just waiting to surface. But that was just the beginning. By the third day, even the medical staff noticed something extraordinary. Your brain scans, the nurse said, studying her charts with puzzled fascination, they're showing completely different patterns now. I wasn't surprised. I could feel it happening, this profound shift in my mind. It was like I'd been running on an outdated computer system my entire life, and someone had finally installed a powerful upgrade. Everything looked different now, sharper, clearer, full of potential. Then came day 7, and reality itself seemed to shift. My phone rang, a company I'd interviewed with months ago, one I'd completely forgotten about. But this wasn't just any job offer. They wanted me as vice president, with stock options. The same position I'd once thought was impossibly out of reach was now being handed to me. But the universe wasn't finished with its surprises. Hours later, my investment app lit up with a notification. That $50 crypto investment I'd written off as a loss, it had skyrocketed 5,000% overnight, turning into $2,500 while I slept. Yet this wasn't just about money. The frequency was changing how I saw everything. Opportunities that I would have walked right past now burned bright like neon signs. Problems that once felt like brick walls became fascinating puzzles waiting to be solved. It was like seeing the world in color for the first time, but the transformation went even deeper. One afternoon, as the frequencies played softly in the background, an unexpected visitor appeared. Anna, my childhood friend who'd moved to Seattle years ago, had somehow heard about what happened. She'd dropped everything, flown across the country just to check on me. But something was different now. Our connection felt deeper, more real than ever before. It was as if the frequency had stripped away all my old walls, all my old fears. What began as daily hospital visits blossomed into something neither of us saw coming, a connection that made every previous relationship feel like a shadow of what was possible. The ripples of change kept spreading, touching every part of my life. My phone rang again, but this time it was my sister's voice on the line. We hadn't spoken in years, not since that bitter family fight tore us apart. "There's something different about you," she said softly. "You sound like your old self, but somehow better." Even the medical team noticed the shift. "Your energy," the doctor said during morning rounds, shaking his head in amazement. "It's completely transformed. Your recovery rate, it's unlike anything we've seen. It's as if your brain has rewired itself." But the deepest change was happening inside my mind. That heavy cloud of stress and fear, the one that had followed me for years like a shadow, just dissolved. Like morning fog burning away in the sunlight, these frequencies weren't just changing my luck, they were rewiring my entire reality, shifting my brain into a completely new pattern of abundance. That mysterious CD wasn't just playing sounds, it was awakening something powerful inside me, something that had been sleeping all along, something that was about to change everything. The contrast was almost unbelievable. 2 weeks earlier, I had walked into that hospital at my lowest point, empty pockets, broken spirit, no hope left. Now, as I prepared to leave, everything had transformed. A six-figure job offer in my inbox, $2,500 from a forgotten $50 investment, a rekindled romance that felt like destiny, and family bonds healed after years of silence. But I had gained something far more valuable. I had discovered a gateway, a door to something extraordinary that had been hidden in plain sight all along. Standing there on my last day holding that mysterious CD, it hit me like a bolt of lightning. This wasn't just about my survival. This wasn't just about my transformation. I had stumbled upon something bigger, much bigger. A discovery that could change not just my life, but the lives of thousands of others. And this was just the beginning. Then came that morning when Dr. Brooks walked into my room with something weighing on his mind. The frequency on this CD, he said, sinking into the chair beside my bed, it's already transformed over 20,000 lives. He leaned forward, his voice dropping lower. But we're losing something crucial, something precious, every time we try to make a copy. His eyes searched my face intently. I've been waiting, watching for someone who experienced its full power, someone who could help me preserve it. Then, he revealed something extraordinary. For years he'd been working in secret with a team of top neuroscientists and audio engineers, their mission to unlock the mystery of this powerful frequency. What we've discovered, he said, pulling out a folder thick with brain scan images, this isn't just sound. His hands trembled slightly as he spread the images before me. This is a precise neural activation sequence, something we've never seen before. A pattern that literally rewires the brain for abundance. The science behind it all was mind-blowing. Dr. Brooks's team had discovered something remarkable, a unique pattern hidden in the original CD, and with today's technology, they could make it even more powerful. We've already invested $100,000, he said, developing a system that doesn't just preserve the frequency, but amplifies its power tenfold. He leaned in closer, his eyes bright with purpose. Here's my vision, his voice filled with quiet intensity. We take this life-changing frequency, enhance it with cutting-edge neural technology and make it available to everyone. Not just the wealthy who can fly here, but anyone, anywhere, who's ready for real transformation. Anyone who's ready to unlock their mind's true potential. Then he turned his laptop toward me. There it was, a stunning digital platform, beautiful, intuitive, sophisticated. A system designed to guide users through their own transformation, step by step. This wasn't just an upgrade. This was evolution. But we need something more, Dr. Brooks said, his voice filled with quiet intensity. We need someone who's walked through the fire and emerged transformed. His eyes met mine. Someone who can speak to those still trapped in darkness because they've been there themselves. Someone who understands, truly understands, both the depths and the heights. I looked down at my original CD, then back at the advanced system glowing on his screen. The difference was staggering, like comparing a candle to a lighthouse. What we were about to create wouldn't just help people change their lives, it would revolutionize human potential itself. This isn't another meditation app or manifestation program. We called it the Quantum DNA Code, because it literally reprograms your mind's operating system using precise frequency patterns. Just like computer code creates software, these frequencies create new neural pathways for success. Working with leading neuroscientists, we've unlocked something extraordinary. The code that lets us rewrite your brain's programming for abundance. The results poured in, faster than we ever imagined. A text message lit up my phone at 3 in the morning just 2 days after launching. You won't believe what just happened. A message from Detroit read, bursting with excitement. My entire art collection, every single piece, sold. A gallery owner just happened to glance through my window. Then the stories multiplied. A real estate agent, stuck in a 2-year dry spell, suddenly closed 3 luxury properties in his very first week using the frequency. But what happened next shocked even us. People weren't just manifesting money or finding success. They were experiencing something far more profound. A woman who'd battled insomnia for years, slept peacefully after just 3 nights. A student who always struggled with math suddenly found complex equations becoming clear and simple. These weren't just changes in circumstances. These were transformations in reality itself. What makes the quantum DNA code so powerful goes far beyond your conscious mind. These frequencies work at a deeper level, right down to your cellular structure, awakening dormant potential hidden in your DNA. Think of it like this. If your brain is a computer, it's been running on an old, limited system. The quantum DNA code is like installing a quantum processor, unlocking speeds and capabilities you never knew you had. As news of these transformations spread, stories began pouring in from everywhere. CEOs discovering breakthrough solutions in their sleep, artists unleashing creativity they never knew they had, teachers suddenly connecting with students in profound new ways. But here's what makes this truly extraordinary. Unlike other programs that make wild claims without proof, we can explain exactly how and why this works. The science behind the quantum DNA code is revolutionizing everything we thought we knew about human potential. And we're just scratching the surface. Right now, at this moment, we're making this extraordinary transformation available to you. When you activate the quantum DNA code today, you're stepping into something magical. This isn't another manifestation program. This is a complete quantum transformation system, already proven to change over 20,000 lives. Here's what you'll unlock. A revolutionary frequency matrix that works at the deepest level of your being, reshaping your very cellular structure. It activates your natural ability to attract abundance, working directly with your quantum field. But it goes even deeper. The quantum DNA code doesn't just change your thoughts, it transforms your entire genetic blueprint, automatically attracting wealth, health, and success. This breakthrough system operates at the most fundamental level, aligning every cell, every molecule, every quantum particle of your being, until you become a living, breathing magnet for opportunity and abundance. And it all begins with a single decision. Let me be crystal clear about something. This isn't another meditation app or visualization program. This is breakthrough quantum technology that works automatically even while you sleep. Your mind gets rewired for success without any effort on your part. And for a fraction of what people waste on outdated self-help programs, you can access the exact same frequency that transformed my life from rock bottom to total abundance in just weeks. But we're not stopping there. Let me enhance this bonus package and offer section. To supercharge your transformation, you'll also receive these powerful quantum enhancements. First, the Stress-Free Sanctuary, a specialized frequency sequence that melts away stress, allowing your DNA to naturally align with deep peace and crystal clear clarity. Next, the Quantum Cash Flow Sound Wave, an advanced system that reprograms your genetic code, turning you into a powerful money magnet, attracting wealth from unexpected sources with remarkable speed. And finally, the Opportunity Alignment Frequency, a sophisticated system that tunes your genetic code to the exact frequency of unlimited opportunities, accelerating your success in every area of your life. This complete transformation package is unlike anything else in existence. But that's not all. You'll also receive our transformative bonus ebook, Unlock Your Power to Manifest. This comprehensive blueprint reveals the exact steps to harness your natural manifestation abilities, showing you precisely how to create the life you've always dreamed of. Now imagine all these elements working together. The quantum DNA code, combined with these powerful frequency enhancers, activates potential hidden deep in your genes, creating shifts in your reality that seem almost miraculous. Here's the best part. Because this works at the cellular level, you don't need any previous experience, no meditation background, no manifestation practice, no mindset training. The frequencies do all the work for you. And to ensure your complete success, you'll get something truly special. Exclusive access to my private email address, where I'll personally guide you through your quantum transformation journey. This is your moment, your gateway to transformation. I know what you might be thinking right now. This sounds too good to be true. I understand that feeling completely. When Dr. Brooks first handed me that CD, I felt the exact same way. But here's what makes the quantum DNA code different. It's not just backed by quantum science, it's proven by thousands of real-world transformations. Still, I want to make this decision absolutely risk-free for you. That's why I'm offering my triple quantum guarantee. First, your lifetime activation guarantee. If these quantum frequencies ever stop working for you at any point in your life, simply send me an email. You'll get every penny back, no questions asked, no complicated forms. Second, my unprecedented double return guarantee. If you don't experience a profound transformation within 60 days, I'll pay you double your investment back. That's how confident I am in these frequencies. And third, my personal quantum results guarantee. I guarantee this system will rewrite your genetic code for success. The same frequencies that transformed my life will work for you, or you pay nothing. This is completely risk-free, because I know it works. There's just one thing I ask in return. Make me this simple promise. When, not if, these frequencies transform your life, share your story with others. Your success could be the light someone else needs, just like the stories that helped me rise from my darkest moment to a life of unlimited possibility. Right now you're standing at a crossroads. Two paths lie before you. Path number 1. Close this page. Continue living with your current programming. Keep pushing against the same barriers, fighting the same limitations, watching others achieve their dreams while you stay trapped in your current reality. Or, path number 2. Activate the quantum DNA code right now and begin your transformation. Feel your DNA reorganizing itself, aligning with abundance. Experience each morning with new energy as your cells vibrate at the frequency of success, automatically drawing wealth and opportunity into your life. The choice is yours, but the moment is now. Let me be crystal clear about something. The science speaks for itself. These frequencies work at the cellular level, whether you believe in them or not. Your DNA doesn't need your permission to transform. It just needs the right activation code. And here's what makes this moment truly extraordinary. I'm taking every ounce of risk off your shoulders. The triple guarantee means you can activate these quantum frequencies with complete confidence. If you don't experience a profound transformation right down to your DNA, you'll get triple your investment back. No complicated process, no questions asked. Now let me be completely honest with you. This isn't about me. My DNA is already operating at peak frequency. The advanced quantum technology we developed has already transformed thousands of lives. Whether you choose to activate your quantum potential today or not, that won't change my reality. But for you, this moment, right now, could be your quantum turning point. The exact second your DNA shifts from scarcity to unlimited abundance. The choice is yours. But the moment is now. Everything is aligned in this moment. The frequency is ready. The science is proven. The results are documented. All that's missing is your decision. Simply click the button below and feel your cellular structure begin its quantum shift toward unlimited abundance. This special discount price won't last long. Remember this truth, your DNA is waiting. These frequencies are waiting. Abundance is waiting. The only question that remains. Are you ready to reprogram your destiny? The time to choose is now.